Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity report, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Now another week and another highly anticipated money making opportunity has been presented yet again, and that's really one of the most lucrative trends that we're finding right now in this current financial climate. That famous saying, blink and you miss it, really has never been more applicable than it is right now. Just take a look at the price of oil in the last week, 8% breakout to the upside. Everything that we went through with you in detail on last week's report has played out. Today we're seeing essentially highly macro-driven markets that are fueling one of the greatest wealth transfers that we have ever seen. This is presenting savvy traders with a series of back-to-back money-making opportunities. The most pivotal moment in monetary policy history that took place earlier on this month when Fed Chair Jerome Powell, he switched the script from the year of inflation to the year of disinflation. At the FOMC press conference on February the 1st, Powell didn't just double down on disinflation comments, he started his whole speech declaring that the disinflationary cycle that has begun. In fact, Powell, he used the word disinflation 13 times at his press conference, which is a significant turnaround from the prior meetings. And just in case anybody didn't hear the first time round, Powell made sure to drop the word disinflation over a dozen times during that speech at the Economic Club of Washington last week. Powell doesn't live under a rock. He's unquestionably the world's most powerful and influential central banker. He knows exactly what he's doing, and his every word is very carefully orchestrated to achieve the exact market reaction he wants. Take last year, for example, as inflation dominated the headlines throughout 2022, Jerome Powell, he made it a priority to derail any meaningful rally in the commodity markets. Every time the markets, they would soar after one of his speeches, he would purposely sound hawkish in the next speech to knock down any hopes for a Fed pause or pivot. The Jerome Powell that markets became accustomed to throughout 2022, that was nothing short of hawkish. But since the Fed's meeting this month, a dovish Powell has started to emerge, and there's a very good reason why. According to Bank of America, the easiest way that the Federal Reserve can avoid a recession in 2023 and achieve their dream of perfect soft landing is by giving people the opportunity to make more money. That way, they will all spend more money in the economy. The Fed is basically giving the markets a green light to rally. This is a classic textbook move straight out the Fed's playbook, one which was made famous by Ben Bernanke, former chair of the Federal Reserve. Coming back to our point, traders thought they saw a dovish Powell at the FOMC press conference, but started to question that dovishness as a mistake by the Fed chair. Then the dovish Powell made another appearance, 2 dovish Powell sightings on back-to-back weeks. So that's not a fluke, that's very purposeful. According to Goldman Sachs, Jerome Powell is intentionally shifting his rhetoric to signal that a pause on hikes is coming. That ultimately points to a Goldilocks moment that will spur huge inflows into commodity prices for 2023. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear. Jerome Powell and his colleagues at the Fed, they've given a green light for the commodity super cycle, and that's welcoming news for the bulls, but painful for anyone sitting on the sidelines who must now decide how much FOMO they can handle. Right now, we are living through one of the greatest eras of wealth creation. This is the time that traders wait decades for, because it is times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. There's a lot of traders out there that completely missed the Fed's previous inflation is transitory rhetoric play. That sent a total of 27 commodities, ranging from the metals, the energies to agriculture, blasting through all-time record highs. The ones that saw the opportunity and took action, they accumulated life-changing wealth. You don't want to be the person who knew what a dovish Fed means for commodities, had a chance to capitalize, and missed out massively again. More millionaires and billionaires will be made again during this cycle than ever before. The only question is, will you be one of them? If you want to take advantage of these extraordinary markets and huge money-making potential on offer, then now is the time to take action. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to make 2023 your best ever, then go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com to learn how a mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Now, looking ahead, it's another action-packed week ahead with all eyes on US inflation and UK inflation data as we go into next week. US consumer price inflation that peaked at 9% last June, and December it receded to 6.4%, still much higher than the Fed's 2% target. In December, the UK CPI data that eased to 10.5% from 10.7% in November, and October's 11.1%. However, it's still way off the Bank of England's 2% target. There's no doubt that both of these reports, they will dominate and drive the markets, bringing with them massive opportunities to generate profits fast. Elsewhere on the radar next week is the hotly anticipated FOMC meeting minutes, which, as traders know, that always has the potential to move the market significantly. So with that, let's move over to the charts and we'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. So firstly here with crude oil, as we discussed with you last week, nothing more than a range-bound market. You wanted to make sure that you capitalize on a revisit back down towards the swing lows to build into positions on this market. As you can imagine at the Gold and Silver Club, we built into multiple positions here on oil. In fact, just into Friday's close, our positions, they're currently up just under 2,000 points on new trades that we took on crude oil that, again, we executed only last week. So we built into multiple positions at the start of the week here. And of course, we had that impulse move higher over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And by Friday, again, we're breaking all the way back out, back towards the levels that were broken down from the previous week. Very straightforward opportunity for you to capitalize on, which we highlighted for you massively. Now, at that point, when oil was starting to break back down towards that $72, $73 per barrel level, there were many analysts out there suggesting that oil was then going to break all the way down to 60. As we mentioned to you before, nothing more than a massive buy opportunity. Every time you see in the market, you get very fearful about oil, expecting it to break down significantly lower. It ends up being a fantastic opportunity. Again, if you're doing the opposite of the masses here and you're aware of the fundamentals, the geopolitics, and the macros here for oil, you know that you want to essentially be buying on these dips. It just provides tremendous opportunities to make a lot of money fast on this market. As you can see, just in the matter of 1 week, oil has had a complete reversal, breaking out 8.5% on the week. So again, that's just been a fantastic opportunity for all of us to capitalize on, and I congratulate everyone who also got involved in this trade in the last week, building into multiple positions as we have done at the Gold and Silver Club. Then moving over to gold. So we talked you through this in detail last week as well, that essentially with gold here, what I would be looking for is the potential for a retest back down towards this area of liquidity around the 1850 zone. So we actually eventually saw that later on in the week. Gold all week was trying to break out, wasn't able to really make much clearance above the 1885, 1890 zone. But again, there were some opportunities just to quickly come in and out of this market, as suggested that we may get that retracement at the beginning of the week after you had such a large sell-off in the matter of 2 days here on gold. So you broke down over 1,000 points. Then you may see some degree of retracement as we moved into a new week. We definitely saw that, and then we've retested liquidity here yet again at the 1850 level. Now, as you know, on gold, we've banked over 10,000 points profit with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club over the month of January with gold. So we're looking at fresh opportunities on this market. But as I talked to you through previously, I do see nice opportunities at the moment here on palladium, which is currently trading back down to areas of liquidity here, back at $1,521 per ounce, and also on platinum here as well. We've seen some breakouts on both palladium and platinum at the beginning of the week. Again, you want to be very fast and nimble on these markets, and now we're seeing even better prices at the moment as we head into next week, with platinum now trading back at $950 per ounce as we go into CPI data next week, as we go into the minutes of the FOMC statement as well. So you can see, again, there are likely going to be some fantastic opportunities to capitalize on these markets as we go into next week. And also, I'm going to put on your radar natural gas as well. In fact, we're bringing it out to a raw chart here. Natural gas is a market that we're starting to see it creep up after we've seen it absolutely get hammered. So natural gas is starting to creep higher now into Friday's close. You can see here where we're starting to poke back within the channels here. It's definitely a market that I'm looking at more closely, as we've now flipped from backwardation into contango. All of the additional futures contracts for natural gas, they're now priced significantly higher than the spot price for this market. At the 2.5 level, I would definitely have an eye on natural gas as we go into next week. If we do start to make some clearance to the upside, there are multiple gaps to get filled here as well. It's just a market that has had a tremendous sell-off since we broke out towards 10 last year over August and September. We've now seen the price come all the way back down to 2.5. So for argument's sake, just a reversal here, if you were to see a break back out to 10, would essentially mean natural gas prices, they would quadruple from here, from 2.5 just to get back to 10, where the price was back in August. So potentially some massive opportunities available available on natural gas here. Definitely, again, a market that you want to have on your radar as we go into next week. Again, crude oil, fantastic opportunities to be had. Just from the beginning of last week, when many traders, they were expecting much lower prices for this market, it was nothing more than a fantastic opportunity for you to sniper in and take advantage of an 8.5% breakout that we've seen here in the last week. And whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, then now is the time to take action to give yourself that gift of a better 2023. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilizing a professional, research-driven approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success in the markets is not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There is a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, research-driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort, and you'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis and outdated technical indicators, they will not work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, then the odds are already massively stacked up against you. And if you want to change your results, then you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders and only reserved for professional traders in banks, hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds are buying and selling in real time, the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision alongside the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly, real-time data-driven cycles, the intermarket correlations, and the ratios in the market, then you need to join our mentorship program. As we head into the new year, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation the world has seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on the huge money-making opportunities ahead and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than right now. If you want to upgrade your income, then you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next few months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private members academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to www.jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description, so just click on the link, make an application, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP.